Hey, Coby White has now been named a finalist for the most improved player in the NBA. DeMar DeRozan got his name up in there with the clutch player of the year, one of the finalists up in there. And then we're going to end this show off by grading Coby White's season. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it down, but you got to hear the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys up, Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What up, bro?
What up, though? What's the word, man?
Man, if you tuned in with us today, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Even though the Bull season is over, that mean the content don't stop. We still here. We're going to be rocking and rolling, bringing everything funky and fresh. Bogus sale. Hey, but CDubb. Coby White has been named a finalist for most improved player. While we got Coby White named up in there, he has been named one of the finalists along with Alperen Sengun and Tyrese Maxey. Now, what is your initial thoughts on that, man? How we looking at all this for Coby White?
Coby White is the prohibited favorite when you look at these three guys, and that's not to disrespect these guys. I think these guys coming out party was last year, to tell you the truth. They improved. Tyrese Maxey, he didn't have Joel Embiid for most of the season, so his shots and his production, it went up obviously. Sengun, we talked about it a little bit before the show, nephew. Like, did he even get past the 65 game threshold? He couldn't have. I think we looked it up and it was 63 games. So let's just eliminate him because it's probably they didn't find nobody else. So they just threw his ass up there. Coby White has improved in every category of offense on the NBA basketball court. Coby White had the biggest jump in point per game average at 10. Who's the closest next is Tyrese Maxey with 7. But Tyrese Maxey was already good last season. He was already here. That's his coming out party last season. He was good the year before that, to tell you the truth. So I don't really think there's an argument. Coby White and what he did for this team, he actually dug the Chicago Bulls out of a 5-14 start of the season. He had help from DeMar DeRozan's, Andre Drummond. It's a team game, but none of that would have happened without Coby White. Our season would have been straight down the tanker. So when I look at these guys, I think they just seat fillers in Tyrese Maxey and Sengun, and that's respectively.
Yeah, I'll show my respect to the other two guys. But of course, I'm gonna rock with the hometown kid. I just think that when you look at it and you look at everything in totality, especially with the point increase, and then this was a guy that came off who was a bench player last year, earned himself a starting spot, and excelled pretty damn well with all the turmoil that's been surrounding the Bulls for the last few months since the start of the season. People want to get traded, people going down, injuries, but Coby White still was showing up. He did not miss many games, and the leadership, which probably doesn't account to when they do the voting anyway. But for us as fans, the leadership was on display a lot of the times. And I think he still got ways to grow in all aspects of his game. I got to show him a lot of love, though, because did any of these other guys have a better run than Coby White this season? Look, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of my side. I don't watch much of the Sixers, but I do know when I looked at Coby White, he went on a tear to where he made team history. You know what I'm saying? And during those times, he was averaging well over 20 points, hitting clutch shots, and was on a tear to where he started to take the league by notice. So I'm just saying, give it to the rightful man. Just make sure the decision makes sense.
Yeah, and beyond his performance on the court, I think he grew and matured as a man on the basketball court as well. Like you were saying, his leadership, being more vocal on the court, being vocal on the bench. helping the young guys out on the court, reprimanding some of the players, all the players on the team, even the veterans on the team. So he has improved in a lot of aspects and not just on the court. So I think it's just hands down Coby White. It's really, I'm not being biased right here. Like when you look at it, you look at these ain't bad players, bro. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, gang. I'm not. But Coby White made the most significant jump. He's the most improved player for the 2023-2024 season. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
and I think that, like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't think you could really base this award on team success, because
No.
I just don't think that's fair to the player to say that the player most improved. But when you think about it, I think it's lined up evenly. All these three guys, their teams were at the bottom of their respective conference and didn't really have a great seeding. For whatever reason that it was what it was. But it was for who the guy showed up night in and night out and was the most productive. The numbers say Coby White,
Yeah.
give it to my guy.
Yeah, it's as simple as that, man. And Coby White, he got I always call remember back 2 years, maybe a year ago, I said Coby White has no ceilings. Coby White finna be a heck of a player for the Chicago Bulls. And we got him for the low.
And he's not even in his prime yet, so that's a good thing. And you just hope that he can continue to get better, and we'll see what he turned out to be. But hey, one of his guys, one of his mentors, I like to call it. I don't know if he really is, but DeMar DeRozan has placed himself within another category and another discussion to earn himself another trophy. That trophy is the clutch player of the year award, where DeMar DeRozan is a finalist along Steph Curry and SGA. Now look,
Mm.
I DeMar DeRozan can do. I know what he's done. We know all the fourth quarter points. We know the buckets after buckets in the fourth quarter. But it's tough to match up against what SGA has been able to do this season. One of the youngest teams in the NBA, where I believe their average age is like 22 or 23 years old. I think this is going to be tough for DeMar DeRozan to win.
It's tough. It's tough for DeMar DeRozan. But I want you to take this in account, nephew. Who had the best record in the clutch the entire season?
That's fair enough. Bulls.
The Chicago Bulls. And who was, I don't want to say mostly because Coby White had his fair share, but we got some memorable game winning buckets and game and clutch moments from DeMar DeRozan just this season. Don't
Yep.
even think about his whole tenure with the Chicago Bulls. Just think about this season against the New York Knicks, against the Atlanta Hawks. He's just the king of the fourth. That's what we crowned him. Now you said SGA, and I think that's going to be the most competition when you talk about this list. SGA, they wasn't even in a lot of clutch games, bro. He wasn't really in a lot of clutch games. I think he wins the MVP. That's my choice for the MVP. I think this is a little bit below Shea right here. Like, and then I don't think he had as much impact in the final minutes of the game or clutch situations that DeMar DeRozan had this season. I'm just being real, and I'm not picking on Shea because people think I'll just be picking on LKC Thunder because they some young kitty cats. But I'm not picking on him, bro. He can win MVP. The clutch award, we gotta learn how to carp I can't even say it, CPS. We gotta learn how to keep shit compartment.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, that one right
Oh my
there.
goodness.
Compartmentalize. Yeah, there you go. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander may be the best play. He played the best this season, so you give him MVP. DeMar DeRozan has been the most clutch this season. Give him the clutch player of the year.
Bro, we ain't
And
even
Steph
bring up
Curry, shout
Steph
out,
Curry. We just
because
gonna
I don't think he is him. I just don't. It's not. Is that disrespect? No, this is a award. I ain't saying he
It's
trash.
just a damn award. Ain't nobody never
He,
said that he
yeah,
wasn't great. We
yeah,
know bro
he's a
great. To
top
shoot
10
this
player
bitch out.
ever. Yeah, he's top 10 player ever. But DeMar winning this award this year, bro, he got to. The team is the most clutch in the NBA this season with over 26 wins. And he was a key cog in those situations. Simple as that.
Yeah, I'm with that. I can't. Hey, I just think it's gonna be tough. It depends on how these voters do. One year you expect something, and then the next year they do something totally opposite of what happened the previous year. So you never know. But I get it though, because those stats do make sense and they are in favor of the Chicago Bulls. Even though if you're not looking at the overall record, but if you're looking at the record of the team won in clutch games, you can give the nod to the Bulls.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, yeah, and we need something. The way this season end, bro. Come on, basketball gods or
Boy,
whoever
these
vote.
if these two players win an award, Jerry Reinsdorf gonna be right there. Thirsty. Happy as hell. See, we can put good product on the court.
Oh, bro, you talking about AK. You talking about AK gonna be
All
right
these
there.
guys gonna be out there saying that
Like they won the championship. Like they handed him the Larry O'Brien trophy or something.
on me.
Like so, yeah. Congratulations though if he get it, man. Shout out to all these players that's running for this award because they great players. You know what I'm saying? Steph, Sengun, all those guys are great. Shay, but in this particular category, I think the Bulls got both of these awards on lock.
What about
Simple as
Alex
that.
Caruso not even being considered for Defensive Player of the Year?
Now that's a travesty. I think Alex Caruso, me personally, and you can say it's biased if you want. I think he the best defender in the NBA. At least the best perimeter defender. The dude does things that nobody else in the NBA can. He is a free safety on your defense. He is the best free. He is Ed Reed on your defense. You know how many tip balls he get in a game? Do you know how many times he locked up Kevin Durant this season? He locked up Anthony Edwards in that second half after Anthony Edwards was going crazy. Like, come on, man. Who had better moments than Alex Caruso
I think
defensively?
I think it's absurd to not put Anthony Davis in there.
That's absurd.
Yeah. Who's better than Anthony Davis? It ain't Rudy. It
It
ain't
ain't Rudy.
Wemby. I
Now
like
hold
those
on,
players.
hold on,
No,
man.
Wemby's was not better defensively than AD this year. You just like it, or most people just like it because he's so damn big. And when you think you can shoot that high rainbow shot, you think it's butter. Wemby
But
started off defending horribly this season.
nephew, that's what
He
makes
caught
him so
on,
great, nephew. He
of
can
course.
guard the paint from the 3-point line. Think about that. He can take care of the paint while he's guarding his man at the 3-point line. He makes people scared to shoot the ball. Did you see that play? No, you get it. No, you get it. No, you go. No, you go. And I don't blame them. They had no chance. He is. Now, I was biased with Alex Caruso. This a generational defensive player in Wemby, but this ain't no fucking Spurs show.
Man, to end this show, what grade? We got to go back and touch on Coby White before we go. What grade will you give Coby White on his season? Talk offense, defense. Hey,
Okay.
what you doing?
Let's go with the offense. And I think it's really right there in front of everybody's face. Don't act like y'all ain't see it. Y'all seen the jump. We talked about it earlier in the show. He jumped 10 points. All the rest of the offensive categories went up. Except you do got to work on his playmaking, his passing, his decision making a little bit. Nobody's perfect. Defense, I would say that kind of flattened out. It was the same as last year. Last year he started getting into a defensive stance and he was respectable. And I think he was respectable this year as well. He did give up a couple assignments. He'd get backdoored or something like that. He'll get overpowered in the post sometimes, but that stuff happens. You ain't gonna be perfect all the time. Now, intangible. There go another word. Come on, nephew, help me out.
Man, continue.
Help me out, nephew.
Intangibles.
Yeah, that. His leadership is grown. This is a new guy. You see him coaching up the young players on the bench. You see him coaching up the young players on the court. You see him actually doing that to the veterans that's on his team, which is kind of good and bad at the same time. So overall, I'm gonna give Coby White an A minus, and I think that's rational enough for Coby White. We gotta add in the most improved player award that he most likely is looking like he's going to get. You got the jump. He did make a lot of mistakes in terms of turnovers. That's why I knocked down the A plus. to an A, and then when you talk about defensively, there is some lapses defensively. So I knocked it down another nudge to A minus, and I think he perfect right there. Coby White for the 2023-2024 season, A minus.
That's bad.
Fuck you mean it's bad? What you talking about?
Coby White deserves a solid A. Coby White, we made calls around the podcasting world, and we started the Coby White campaign. When even some of our own people was, no, Coby White just need to be a 6-man. Yeah. Some of our own people, hey, Steve-O, a couple of we rock with. I heard this. Y'all know we love our brothers, but I'm like, nah, bro. I give him a shot.
Yeah.
We looking around with the binoculars looking for a point guard. When is Lonzo coming back? I said, screw all that. If you ain't going to get this player that we traded for, get Coby White a shot.
Yeah.
Make it a competition between him, Ayo, Javon Carter. May the best man win. The best man won. And the best man showed the fuck out this season. Look, this is his first thing. And I can't, you got to hold him accountable for those games the way he was inconsistent. You got to hold him accountable for some of the defensive lapses. But this is a guy that's starting as a new type of player. This is not the same Coby White who started with Jim Boylan and Zach LaVine. I believe he played a different way. Now he's a little bit more intelligent. He's coming with a little bit more IQ. And now he was so damn good, the opposing team's game plan focused on him.
Yes. New for him. Yeah.
That's an A type of player for me, bro. He made other teams say, oh, he's a problem. Oh, he can give us 40. And he did. It didn't work out against Miami. But in one of the games that you absolutely needed, he stepped up. And sometimes in other games, when the guy's just not that established yet, you need the other guys to take weight. So I got to give my man's a solid A. It is not an A+, simply because it was just too many inconsistent moments to where I was like, no, Coby, no. Or Coby, we need you. But solid A, because now he knows what he needs to continue to work on so he could be better. And I expect an even better season next year.
Nephew, I wish you was my teacher when I was going to fucking school, bro.
I would have failed your ass.
Because you just go dismiss. And I ain't picking on Coby. You just gonna dismiss that low after the All-Star break? You just gonna dock him from an A+ to an A? You see that low? How about the careless turnovers? Even though the Bulls led the league with the fewest turnovers this year, but in big games he giving the ball away. How about his inconsistency on offense? And you just docking him like one spot to an 8, just a solid.
I ain't see any other Bull getting full court pressed.
We ain't talking about no other Bulls. We talking about Coby White.
I ain't see no other Bull have to deal with a Nikola Vucevic, who he give it to him in the post, and then he want to be frantic and cause chaos and throw it right back to him, and it's a dangerous pass. Now Coby White got to make something out of nothing. Or when DeMar DeRozan want to not go for the 2-for-1, milking the clock, they double team on the end, and Coby White got to fire shit up. Where was that? Look, everything wasn't on my man.
Babying the players, nephew.
Bro got a solid A, and that's what he gonna get.
Solid Grade them critically for they can get better, nephew.
He is gonna get better.
He's going to get better, but you saying he got an A, you excusing all the nonsense that happened this season. He wasn't perfect, nephew. What the hell?
No, he wasn't.
That's damn near perfect. An A is damn near perfect.
A- is damn near perfect.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. All you did is put a hash mark next to the A. Fuck you mean? It's damn near perfect.
That's not.
Instead
that's
of
closer
getting a
to a B.
I got a 92. What's the difference?
That's closer to a B+ than a fucking A+. You got him right there, A+. You didn't want to move him off the A+. You didn't.
I did.
You didn't want to move him off the A+.
My first thought was to get a man an A. It was.
Why you dock him? Why you dock him? One more time. Why you docked him?
Because there were certain moments to where you needed Coby to be able to overcome. And he wasn't able to do so.
Like I said, I wish you was my teacher back in the day, nephew. I'd have passed every class.
For what?
Because you taking it easy on the players.
Class, because you would have made sure the final exam was completed correctly and got 100 on that bit, but that extra credit, you would have never did it. So you would have still passed the class, bro. You tweaking. He made the strides. He made the strides this season, and for us to act like he was supposed to just completely take off and become a ego and fly.
No. I'm not going that far. Like he's gonna go at Eagle. I'm just like grade him with some intensity, bro. Like
we is grading.
I'm only going to you because you said my grade was bad.
It's a solid A.
He one notch ahead of me talking about my grade is bad. What the fuck?
Call it how you want.
That's all right. It's fun. I can't wait till he see what he give Javon Carter or Catfish. Look out. He's a good grader. He's a good grader. He said a Z.
Son, I'm not familiar with this grade.
That motherfucker getting a W. He getting a fucking W.
He getting an M for move on. Move on. A R for relocate.
What you talking about?
N for new team.
New team, Hell no, written in red. Fuck wrong with him.
Oh me. But that's it from us today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts below, and we definitely gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Hey, grade Coby in the chat for us, please.
I'm letting y'all know he got a but peace.
Cognac. Gang.